Welcome back to another edition of Health Hack. I am Melissa Deely, and this week I want to talk to you about vitamin D because for most of us in the world, the sun is coming out, it's springtime, getting into summertime. I have unseasonably warm temperatures here right now, and it just got me thinking about vitamin D as I head out on my paddleboard into the sun and the importance of vitamin D and the fact that if you're in Canada and you're not supplementing vitamin D, you are deficient. And if you're in the northern part of the US, that is true as well, because we simply do not get enough hours per day of direct sunlight onto enough bare skin on our body for enough days of the year for us to maintain a sufficiency level of vitamin D. And what your doctor considers sufficient to what I want to see people have to have optimal levels is very different. And so I love talking about vitamin D because it is so easy to supplement and also to get through food sources, in addition to getting it through the sun. Now, of course, our body will synthesize the ultraviolet light that comes from the sun in our skin in order to produce vitamin D. The body's ability to do that lessens as we age. So there's further need for supplementation as we age. And quite frankly, how many hours a day are we all sitting inside at desks, at computers, on Zoom, and not exposing our bare skin to the sunlight? And then when we do expose our bare skin to the sunlight, are we actually blocking the ability to be absorbing the vitamin D because we're using sunscreens, etc.? And that leads to my next question. What type of sunscreen are you using? Because many sunscreens are full of toxic chemicals, and we put them on our skin, and within 26 seconds, those toxic chemicals are getting into our bloodstream. So we don't want that either. The sunscreen that I use, and you can see how fair my skin is. Yes, I have that peaches and cream British skin thanks to my heritage, and I used to burn very, very easily. I'm still cautious. However, what I have noticed is that now that my vitamin D levels are optimal and I test them so I know that, my skin doesn't absorb as much because it knows my vitamin D levels are optimal. That's the beautiful thing about our human body is it knows what it needs and it knows what it doesn't need. And so in that process, I'm not burning as much. Now, I don't recommend you go and put that to the test. That's something that I've been just playing with a little bit. I don't go out in the sun for 8 hours without sunscreen, but I will go out for an hour so that I can be absorbing that sun and getting that vitamin D without sunscreen. Whereas previously, I would have to always put sunscreen on no matter what. The sunscreen that I use is a mineral sunscreen lotion by Arbonne. That's the cleanest one that I can find that I like. There are many options for clean sunscreens. Mineral options are the best. And please be careful of the chemical-laden sunscreens. So vitamin D is so critically important. And in the next 2 episodes, I'm going to talk to you about the benefits of having your vitamin D at optimal levels, as well as other ways that you can source vitamin D besides just supplementing. I supplement because it's just so easy to do this. I put 5 drops under my tongue in the morning. It's fat soluble, so I have a little bit of fat with it, either some coconut oil from my smoothie or some avocado from my smoothie. And that's how one way that I get my vitamin D. And I will share other ways with you in upcoming episodes. So stay tuned to learn more about vitamin D.